everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. Today's video was really fun because it was a requested video by one of you guys. I asked you on Instagram what you wanted to see from me because I'm creating some content this weekend, and one of the suggestions was a light everyday makeup with cheap and good products, to be specific. So that's what I did today. I created this really easy, simple look, fairly minimal makeup, and I tried to find the most affordable and my favorite products out of my collection. So before we get on to the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell beside the subscribe button, that way you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. Also be sure to like this video if you enjoy it, and if you'd like to know how I got this look and the products I use, then please just keep watching. I'm going to start out with some primer. I'm going to use the Annabelle Hydrating Illuminating Veil. You can find this at Walmart. Shoppers Drug Mart is where I got mine. And this bottle is 1 fluid ounce, and I think it was $10. So I kind of want to be glowing today, so I'm going to apply this all over my face. Where usually I'll just focus it on the high points, so on my cheekbones and my temples, but today it's going everywhere. Foundation I'm going to use is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This one is in the shade W4. This foundation in particular is very dewy. And I'm just going to apply this everywhere using my Real Technique sponge. I think this was a limited edition color for the holidays, but their main color is orange and it's the exact same sponge. It's just a different color. Also going to drag it down my neck. I have a little bit of a fake tan right now. This color matches me pretty good when I have one. Since I am doing more of a lightweight look, I did want to use a dewy foundation because they are much more lightweight than a matte one is. The concealer I'm going to use is extremely affordable. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Honey. I usually use the shade Light Natural, which is one of their new shades that they came out with, or Porcelain, because I like a really bright under eye. When I have a fake tan on, those colors are too light. So I'm going in with Honey underneath my eyes. This is a very, very lightweight concealer, so you can put a lot on without it feeling cakey. I also like to put it on my eyelids so I can prime them for my eyeshadow. And I'm just going to blend it out with my sponge. The sponge gives way less coverage to a foundation and your concealer rather than a brush will. A dense brush would help your foundation and concealer achieve its fullest coverage, whereas a sponge kind of shears it out a little bit more. Before I set my concealer, I wanted to do a highlighter because I'm going to use a liquid highlighter. This one in particular is not technically affordable, but I wanted to include it because I wanted to mention that I found this liquid highlighter at Winners, and basically Winners is the exact same thing as Marshalls. I think Marshalls is in the States. We also have it in Canada, but I'm pretty sure Winners is just in Canada, but it's the same thing. And you can find high-end and luxury makeup there and skincare, etc., but at a way lower price. So that's where I found this one. So technically it was affordable where I found it. It's just not affordable on Sephora where it's sold. I found this one I think for $12, which is actually a great deal. So I'm just popping it onto the high points of my face, also using my sponge to blend it out and give my skin that luminous glow. I'm also going to pop it on the tip of my nose and then my cupid's bow. Now that my face is all glowy, I'm going to set my concealer now using the Catrice Cosmetics Nude Illusion Loose Powder. Catrice is one of the best affordable brands you can ever purchase from. Their products are to die for. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit on a loose brush and very lightly set my concealer because I still want the dewy look, but I don't want my concealer to crease up, so I still want to set it a little bit. I just don't want to mattify it a lot. I always set my eyelids because my eyelids actually tend to get oily throughout the day and they will wipe off my eyeshadow if I don't set them with some powder. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to take the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. This one is in the shade Sun Bronze. It's one of my favorite affordable bronzers. It gives that perfect summery sun-kissed glow, and I love this shade because it just either makes it look like you have a tan, but if you already have a tan like I do right now, it really helps enhance it. So I'm just going to loosely place it everywhere using circular motions when I'm putting it on, just so it's blending out nicely as I go. I'm not going to add too much, but just enough so that it is showing up. I want to add a little bit of extra color to my face. I'm going to go in with some blush. I wanted to show this palette because it has 8 blushes in it and I got it for $27, which is extremely affordable, and Morphe is considered a high-end brand, so not drugstore, but super affordable. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of Beat right here and just apply it to my apples very lightly. And kind of just bring it back a little bit, but I want the color to mainly be focused on the apples of my cheeks today. I don't want to go too overboard. Before moving on to the eyes, I'm going to set my face really quick, and I'm going to use the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. It doesn't smell the best, but it really is refreshing. I'm going to move on to my eyes now, and I'm hardly going to do anything with them. Just a couple shades just to keep it really light and natural. I also found this palette at Winners, but BH Cosmetics is a really affordable brand in general, and this is their Royal Affair palette. It has tons of colors in it. I got this for $8, I think. And I'm just gonna grab this shade called Rain. It's a really light cream shade. And I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush and kind of messily lace it all over my lid. I just want to brighten my lid up with a light shade and have it stand out that way. Then I'll do a little bit of a transition shade and grab the shade Empress right here using the same brush, popping a little bit of this into the crease. I'm doing a light look like this. I like to keep my transition shade high on my crease, kind of near where my brow bone is. I feel like it really lifts up the eye and gives it some definition. Since we're not going in with a lot of eyeshadow, I like to do this step. And I'm gonna run that shade along my lower lash line. That palette doesn't have any light golden shades, and that's the shade I want to use next. So I'm going to go into my Covergirl Sunsets palette. These eyeshadows from Covergirl are amazing. I have quite a few of these little palettes, and they honestly rock. They are such pigmented shadows. They work like high-end shadows do, but this whole palette was $10, I think. So what I'm going to do is just grab this golden shade in the palette. What I also like to do on an everyday basis is just pick up my lid shade on my ring finger, and then I just apply it lightly to my lid and kind of blend it up into my crease using my finger. That way it just looks really light and fanned out and not too pigmented, because if my whole look is going to be pretty natural, I don't really want my shimmery eyeshadow to stand out too much. I just want a little light color there. I'm just gonna grab this little pink shimmery shade in the palette and pop some onto my inner corners to give it a little pop and some extra character. The only thing in this video that could probably be considered not very affordable is this mascara. I actually don't have a drugstore mascara right now. I am using this one from Too Faced. It's the Better Than Sex mascara. It's still not that pricey, but it definitely isn't cheap. I think it's in the $20-ish range, but it is the only one I have right now, so I'm gonna have to use it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and coat my lashes. But whatever mascara you have that works for you and you like, you can use that. I really like the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. It's very similar to this wand, so if you are wanting to achieve the look I'm getting with this mascara, that Covergirl one is a fairly close dupe. I'm going to take this Milani lip liner. Milani's lip liners are so good. This one is in the shade All Natural. It's one of my go-to lip liners, and it really is just a nice natural lip liner, but it gives a little bit of color to your lips. So I'm just going to add this first. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to go in with Colourpop's Aquarius Lippie Stick and just add this right over top. It's kind of sheared out using my finger. Okay guys, well that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love doing videos that you guys request, so feel free to leave them below if you have any suggestions for me. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!